Now, when you were approached to do a reality show for TLC, what was your initial reaction?
A lot of different emotions, like definitely like yes, like I'm like willing to put myself out there to help like other people and to hopefully like have a better understanding of what Tourette and Tics are, like to like the blind eye and people in public that may not know.
Yeah.
But I was definitely like skeptical and I was nervous and I was scared, kind of like every emotion.
Why were you so nervous, scared, having those emotions?
Because everyone's like, I share my life a lot, but that's only 30 seconds of my life to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
To having it be on a completely different streaming service, like completely different audience.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, but it was for the better decision. My name is Baylen. I'm 21 years old and I have Tourette syndrome. In a little baby weenie. Tourette syndrome causes me to have involuntary motor and vocal tics. My #1 goal is to move out of my parents' house.
This isn't good for you because then you're,
Baylen wants her independence, but it's an emotional dance.
I would say independence is your main goal as you set out over the course of this season. So obviously, without giving too much away, where are you in that journey of independence and perhaps moving out on your own at some point in time?
It's been a journey with trying to find like things that like either make my tics better or they worse, or like just trying to find myself through like each episode, but also having like such a great support system and family like by my side has definitely like helped me and helped with growth, and I would definitely say that in each episode there's a milestone and something that like I do accomplish.
That's awesome.
But the more times that I practice, the more times that I do these specific things, like the better my quality of life is.
Absolutely, and you just got to give yourself a little grace.
Wind it up.
You know? You got to give yourself a little bit of grace.
Yes.
And speaking of winding it up, that became like a viral TikTok sound.
Did it?
Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up.
You were
It's a sound?
You were a sound on TikTok.
I didn't know that.
It is, but knowing that now, that I broke the news to you, what does it mean and how does it feel to go viral for something that you can't control?
I feel like it's like good and bad because people take like the things that I say and they put them and make them into like sayings.
Yeah.
And I feel like that can be good and bad in a lot of different ways. Like it can be good around the right people, and then someone can interpret it very badly and use that against the tic community. But I mean, I had no idea. I would never say like it offends me until I'm acknowledged by that.
Right.
So when you come up to me in public, don't say my tic to me.
Right.
And people over the internet can't tell that that's like not right.
Right.
Until it's like put in front of your face. Like I've had to tell people multiple times, like, please don't say that. Please don't come to me and say that to me. Like I have a name.
Right.
Like I'm not a tic or I'm not Tourette. Like
People say that to you?
Oh, people say my tics to me all the time. That's how like.
Well, I apologize if me saying that
No, you're
yours
fine.
was a viral moment, you know. That's just so sad. But here you are educating people. And I was just like wowed because even in the first episode, they do a great job of educating folks about what Tourette's is.
They really do.
The breakdown of, you know, 1 in 160 kids could have it, and then 10% have maybe the type of Tourette's that you have, and the different type of behavioral therapies that can hopefully help you lessen the symptoms. I mean, it was just like my mind was open to so much, so thank you for that.
Oh my gosh, thank the crew for that, because they've done so much research and they've put in so much effort into learning and knowing and putting the right information into everything and describing Tourette right and describing me and my life and my family and everyone being shown so the way they are.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't have done it without you saying yes to wanting to do this. But considering, you know, the internet can be a very cruel place, as you know. So now that you're going to be opening up yourself on a television show, are you concerned about the extra scrutiny on a bigger level?
I want to say yes, like I definitely am, but at the same time, I've had practice. I've had practice with blocking out the comments and blocking out things that people have said, because no matter what I do or what I say, there's always going to be a person out there that has their opinion about it. And at the end of the day, it's between me and God and my family, and we know the truth and we know how everything goes down, and that's all that matters, is because we're just staying really faithful.
What are you hoping people pick up from the show and you being vulnerable to sharing what you're sharing with them?
I feel that, and I want people to know my name, because I am the Tourette girl and I'm just Tourette. So that's one takeaway that specifically I want for the show to air, but there's tons of other ones. Like, I want people to know what Tourette is. Like, I want to go into grocery stores and not feel uncomfortable and things like, and I don't want other people to either. Like, I want them to, and the next generation and the future generations, to just have a little bit more knowledge and background, especially if I can help a teacher have a student that has Tourette and they don't know like how to go about asking the kid if they want to be like tell the class, or like how to go about like finding a plan to make them feel comfortable. Like, just any way that I can help someone else not be in a place of mind where they don't like themselves because of their condition that they can't help. That's all I want.
Yeah. Well, I think you're going to achieve just that. How has your life changed since going viral on the internet? You know, you're here in New York City, so are people recognizing you?
Definitely. I love going out in public and I have people recognize me, and I like want to know like more about them and kind of like thanking them for the support and the love that I get. Like, I love meeting people. I love it.
Okay, so you're having your little famous moment now. I like it.
Honestly, like, it doesn't feel like that though. Like, when you say like what's changed, like the only thing that's really changed is like my independence and like growth, but like me as like a person, nothing about me has changed from like the following and the TV show. Like, I'm still Baylen. So.
Well, I hope you stay that way, Baylen. Don't let fame get to your head, young lady. All right?
Nope.
We've seen stars like Billie Eilish, Louis Capaldi, Seth Rogen. They've all opened up about their experiences with Tourette's. How nice, how important is it for folks that are celebrities to speak out and share their story? Have any of their stories impacted you?
I think it's extremely important to open up about your story and who you are, because there's only one of you in this world. And if you want the truth to be told, let it be true from your mouth. I would say that Louis has definitely impacted not necessarily my life, but the way that I think.
How so?
The way that he still continued to perform when like, that's when you know that there is good people out there. Like, those people helped him, like, and at the end of the day, like, he probably, like, those people don't understand how much that they helped him. And like, it just like in my heart resonates with like a struggle. Like, I get it, I understand, I see you ticking. Like, I can't even get out a sentence sometime without ticking. So I get it, and to put yourself in front of a stage, like even like Billy, like, you can see during some times, like, to the blinded eye, like, you can't tell that those are tics, but like, I can tell, like, I know, like, and it's just important to tell your story.
What misconceptions are you hoping will be cleared up by you sharing your story?
I'm really hoping that a lot of misconceptions are cleared up. There's obviously going to be people that take it the way that they take it, and I can't change that. But I just want people to know that Tourette looks different in everyone, and it's demonstrated different in everyone, even on the show. When you've met one person with Tourette, you've only met one person with Tourette, and not every person with Tourette cusses. It's only in 10% of people. Like, I don't tic 24/7. Like, there's certain things in my daily life that I'm not able to share on TikTok, but I'm able to share on the show that make it a lot more easier for people to hopefully understand, like, this is how she goes and does things. I just want people to see that I'm living with Tourette. I'm not Tourette. I'm not the definition of Tourette.
Right.
I'm not the face of Tourette.
Right.
I'm Baylen and I have Tourette.
Yeah. You are Baylen Dupree, and you are crushing it, girl.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
You are.